The Las Vegas Raiders have fired offensive coordinator Luke Getsy after 9 games, the team announced Sunday night. The Raiders also fired offensive line coach James Craig and quarterbacks coach Rich Scangarello, both of whom, like Getsy, were in their first season with Las Vegas. The team is riding its first 5-game losing streak since 2018 and shares the worst record in the NFL at 2-7 following Sunday's 4-1, 2-4 loss at the Cincinnati Bengals. Getsy's offense, while getting off to fast starts and scoring an opening drive touchdown in 4 of Las Vegas' past 5 games, became too bogged down later in games. The Raiders scored just 4 touchdowns on 50 other drives in that same time frame, with 3 of those TDs coming in the final 5 minutes of games with the Raiders trailing by at least 20 points, according to the Associated Press. It wasn't a good day in the office, Raiders coach Antonio Pierce said after Sunday's defeat, a game that was tied 1-0 late in the second quarter. It goes for all of us. I mean, it's a group effort. It's a team effort. We've all got to find a way to do better. We want to pinpoint from this game and look at a lot of things, from coaches to play calling to players to execution to situations that we all can do a much better job and put ourselves in a position to get into the fourth quarter and actually have a chance to win, not always playing catch up. Getsy, who authored the NFL's Knows 1 and 2 rushing offenses as the Chicago Bears offensive coordinator in 2022 and 23, respectively, oversaw a Las Vegas unit that ranked 28th in the NFL in total offense entering this weekend. It was 18 in passing and 31 in rushing, and the Raiders' scoring average of 18.0 points per game was 26th in the NFL. Getsy said this week that the notion of scripted plays early in a game was a false narrative. I know you like that buzzword, he said, but it's not real. You go through a plan, you have a plan. So, the guys are dialed into when we're on the 35-yard line, and these are the things that we're going to attack them with. When we're on the 25-yard line, these are the ways we're going to attack them. And if it's 3rd and 3, this is the way we're going to attack them. And there's nothing different. So this is how we're going to open the game. This is how we're going to continue to play the game. These are the plays off of the plays after we get it and collect information. So there's not a script. There's not this laid out thing. It's a focus and attention to detail. We've just got to continue to improve on that execution part, making sure that it can sustain for 4 quarters. Getsy, who was fired by the Bears in January, was hired by the Raiders in February after former Arizona Cardinals coach Cliff Kingsbury withdrew from consideration. Getsy had been moved from the field to the press box to call plays before the Raiders' loss at the Los Angeles Chargers 2 weeks ago. Sunday marked the 4th time in the past 5 campaigns the Raiders have switched coordinators or head coaches in the middle of a season. The Raiders, prepping for their bye week, also replaced starting quarterback Gardner Minshew with Desmond Ridder late in the 3rd quarter against the Bengals.